What's up, PHP community? Welcome back to the live stream. Excited to see you all. And oh boy, today I'm going to show you something I've been working on for the last what? Last month perhaps? It will be absolutely awesome. Excited to see you all. What's up? What's up, Dimitri, Blayfish, Mode, Tafsi, all awesome people here today, which is absolutely awesome to see you all. How everyone is feeling today? I want to learn more. What's up, dude? Said is saying AWS outage. Yep, I saw that. Chat, today I have something unbelievably cool to show you, okay? Unbelievably cool to show you. I hope you guys are excited because I'm going to show you the SAAS I've been working on for the past 3 weeks. And you guys are going to love this, okay? That being said, are you guys ready? Type in the chat if you are ready, because you guys are not ready for what you're about to see. Agent, what's up? Nice to see you, man. Mateo Junquez, what's up, dude? Nice to see you, man. How you doing? How you doing, man? Pauline, what's up? Nice to see you, too. You guys ready? Oh, my God, I'm so ready to show you this. Okay, I've been working on something that I truly believe to be revolutionary on the creators, on the content creators ecosystem, okay? You guys ready? I'm going to show you. Introducing is not fully available for everyone, but introducing pplup. pplup.com, and this website is about giving real-time analytics to creators who wants to move fast, okay? Think about this as Social Blade, which is a product that I don't know if you know, but it's something I've been working on for the past 3 weeks, and I truly believe to be something that I will be using since day one, and I think a lot of people will be using since day one, especially content creators. Let me show what pplup is about, okay? So something I have noticing is that it gets really difficult to track analytics across social medias today. Okay, so as a content creator like myself, sometimes I do a live stream like this one, and from this live stream I produce a video. From the video I produce 3 shorts, something like that. From the 3 shorts I produce something else, you know, and it's kind of hard to understand a little bit the value of the content I produce, you know. And what I really want from this platform is give me real-world analytics about my value online and what is the value when I produce a video, okay? So if I produce a video, how many people clicked on it? What exactly that video made to my X social network? What exactly that video made to my YouTube channel? How impactful are my GitHub contributions? So I'm going to be able to understand all of that from this platform, okay? There's a few things that we have as well on this platform, but I don't think I have time to show you everything today. Let's see. A lot of stuff is already done, by the way, but there's still a lot of stuff to do. What is my password? Oop, here we go. I think it's this one. It is. So something I've really wanted to is the possibility of creating partner links. I think I have done a small demo to you. I have done a small demo to you of a platform I was building in the past to be able to have partner links. And this is actually working well. So if I were to do something like Slug Laracast, for example, and this were to be something like, let's say, https laracast.com. Let's actually grab the laracast.com link we have. So if I were to go here, and I would copy this and put here, create a link, just like that. If I click on this link, I get immediately suggested with the Cloudflare link, which I need to verify I'm a human, and then I get redirected to the proper link, which is something I really wanted. And now this small thing increments one link. So I'm able to get partners too. And today we are going to actually build a waiting list for this, and you guys are going to help me out. Okay. Invite code when? Oh, Ashley. As soon as possible, man. Currently, I'm going to build emailing list because there is a lot of people who actually literally contacted me, wanted me to access to this platform. And at the moment, I don't think it's yet ready. There's a few things I want to build. I want to build metrics. I want to build support for all platforms. Currently, I have X, YouTube, and GitHub, but I think Instagram is like essential to have here. Good design? Well, say thanks to Cloud Code, man. Cloud Code pretty much did everything, so say thanks to Cloud Code. But yeah, also something I really wanted is kind of explore creators, you know. Today is really hard to understand, like, who is the top creator on the PHP world? Who is the top creator on the Laravel world? Who is the top creator on the JavaScript world? So hopefully, you guys are going to click on this, and then you come here, and you have a clear indicator of who is the person with more content, who is the person with more views, who is the person with more likes, who is the person with more followers across YouTube, across X, or across GitHub. And this gives a clear space for people looking for creators to understand, okay, I want something that is, I want someone from Portugal truly good on YouTube, and they can see that from this place. They can reach creators from this place too, and I think this is absolutely awesome, man. I'm super excited about this platform because I know this is something I would use myself. So TLDR, this is a space for creators, and this is a space for people looking for creators like myself. What do you guys think in general? I know this is not for everyone, but I think it's absolutely awesome. Let me know what you think on the chat. I want to learn more is saying this is a set of statistics. Yeah, it's kind of, you know, a space for creators, but also a space for people looking for creators with a bunch of statistics. So you are kind of correct on that one. Cloud Code is the boss, is saying Luis Cruz. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. So today we have literally PHP Storm open because my goal is to be able to, if people click on, let's just log out for a second here. If people click on register, okay, I want to display a waiting list. So currently I'm displaying like this form that literally comes with an invite code. But as you may know, I don't want to open this yet for everyone. So we need a waiting list. So that's exactly what we are building today. Okay. Let me know what you think about this and what I have shown you on the platform so far. Roberto99 is saying, this is so bad for my eyes. Oh, because of the white text, you mean? I'm sorry, man. Hey, Chris, what's up? Dimitri, what's up? Nice to see you, man. How you doing? In terms of code, this is super well organized. So, totally based on actions, as you guys can see. Totally based on actions. We also have a queries folder, like super clean and easy, lemon squeezy. We have a services folder with GitHub implementations, X implementations, YouTube implementations, but also a fake implementation for working locally. What else we have here? We have emails. The emails are looking awesome too, so I've customized every single email, even the ones that come with default by Laravel. We have a job to sync all socials, controllers for pretty much everything. Kind of clean. Chris is saying the following: interesting to know how you test your code when working with an external API. So typically what I do, and I think I can show you this, let me just clear this, is that on my app service provider, I typically have this, where do I have that? Oh, it's within, let me show you. Let me show you, chat. So within social service providers, I am injecting GitHub, X, and YouTube. Oh, I do remember how I'm doing this. Okay. I think it's within the provider meta. 1 second, chat. 1 second. Yeah. So within the provider type, where do I have that? I literally forgot. Social type. Here we go. Yeah, if I'm on production, I'm going to fake YouTube. If I'm not in production, actually, I'm going to fake YouTube, fake X, and fake GitHub. But if I'm not in production, I'm going to return the real implementations, okay? So on the test suite, but also locally, I'm working with a fake implementation that will just basically return me fake data. So for GitHub, for example, will return me like followers count, contributions count. For YouTube, will return me the followers count, the views count, the videos count, blah, 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 XYZ, blah, 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 blah. Most importantly, Yasin, by the way, let me know how the music is, okay? Hopefully it's okay. Most importantly, Yasin, more important than being a profitable idea, I honestly want to build a product for myself, okay? I honestly want to build a product for myself. You would be surprised to know that there is literally crap out there when it comes to stuff like this. There is only crap out there. Social Blade is expensive and it just has a poor UI. In the Social Blade is a standard default for this. You go to other platforms, they don't give you exactly everything I want. For example, I really want a way of tracking partners' links. I really want a way to publish across social medias. And I kind of want to build a platform for myself, you know? So I believe that this product will be 100% sure profitable, 100% sure. But more importantly, I'm going to use this myself, you know? So this is how I am thinking about things. By the way, chat, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno Maduro, and today I'm going to give an early preview of PeopleUp, which is a platform I'm building for creators and people looking for creators. Today, I'm kind of walking you guys through the code that we have, and what we have seen so far is that this gives you a very nice UI so you can explore how a creator is looking like, but also at the same time gives a space for creators themselves to understand their value online. And yeah, my name is Nuno Maduro, PHP and Laravel developer. I love what I do. Give me a follow below if you can. And of course, we need to say thanks to our sponsors, laracast.com, the best place to learn Laravel and PHP development. JetBrains, Junie, and all the PHP Storm crew for making the best editor in the world. And of course, native PHP, the best way of developing mobile applications using PHP. Red Berry International, the best digital agency you can find for Laravel and Vue development. Devin AI, pretty much the best AI software engineer in the planet. And of course, CodeRabbit, the best way of having an AI reviewing your code through pull requests. That being said, thanks to our sponsors for being so awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Rivat, what's up, dude? Nice to see you. Nosh Limila is saying, can you show us the query class? Yes, I can show you the query class. So let's go to, let me see, total followers. Yeah, this is a very simple one, okay? This probably does not even need to be a query class, I think, in the sense that it's literally just summing pretty much all the latest followers count for every single social media. It's kind of a simple one, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's change the music, chat. This is like looking ass at the moment. What do you guys want to listen? We can go for lo-fi E-pop. We can go for some pop music. Why not? Are you using any coding agent yet? This is pretty much only Cloud Code. You guys would be surprised to know that I code very little these days. The only thing I do is review code. So to pretty much build this social media application, my job was having 3 Cloud Code agents open and just review the code they were producing, kind of adjusting what they are producing, adjusting my own instructions to make it really perfect. You know what I mean? Tony, what's up, man? Welcome to my live stream. But yeah, this is one of the query classes. Let me show you another one. Similar users query. Is this a good one? No, this is not a good one. Yeah, this is a heavy one, man. This is the one that powers this stuff. Let me show you. Yeah, kind of your growth during the last 7 days, growth during the last 30 days. A lot of this will change, but at the moment, it just does a lot of work at the moment, okay? But yeah, it kind of computes or has very difficult calculations in the query class, so then I can test it in isolation. So hopefully if I go to unit queries, I see all these queries being tested in isolation. You know what I mean? Hey Verma, what's up? Oh, thank you for saying that about my content. Can you do me a favor? Can you explain me what means Diwali? So I've seen a lot of people on Twitter that talk about celebrating that day. Can you explain what it is? DF is saying the following: is it dedicated only for tech content creators? No. So this will be categories, and hopefully will be about everyone. You know, will be about everyone producing content. By the way, chat, I want you guys to also be producing content. Okay, we are going to have support for Medium, Twitter. So even if you just type, you know, written content, this will still be for you. And I want to kind of bring that topic a little bit to my live streams of talking more about, I want you guys to also produce content. You know, I know that a lot of you do have the talent. Probably a bunch of you are better software engineers than me, but you just don't put the content out there. So I want to make sure you guys will do that, okay? Glad to be back. Me too, man. Me too. Diwali means 70 celebrations. Can you elaborate, dude? I still don't understand what it is. All right, chat, let's build a mailing list. So my goal for today, let's actually open the local website, which was literally failing on the migrations. So what I will do here is type PHP Artisan Migrate Fresh, which hopefully will give me an empty page. Here we go. We can get started with my fully name. Let's actually not even do this, because the way I was thinking about building this is that you click on Start Tracking, and we do not show the sign up, meaning that we just show immediately a place where you can type your email and then verify. Today I actually wanted to be fully transparent with you guys and build this using Cloud Code. So that's exactly what we are going to do today, okay? Psycho is saying the following: hi Nuno, I may have misunderstood. In the query classes, use handle, and in other classes, build. I have never used the build anywhere. So I always use handle method for both my query classes, but also for my actions. You can use whatever, for example, there is people who use execute on actions. Okay, there is people who consider, who use execute on actions. Even invocable, to be honest. DF is saying the following: do you consider Instagram? Yes, I do. It's my next one. The Instagram API, well, to be fair, I'm going to be honest with you. All these APIs are ass. They are like crap hardcore. The GitHub one, to be fair, is the easiest one to work with. But X, it's just super rate limiting. YouTube is ass. And Facebook, Instagram, and Threads is literally the worst thing in the planet. Worst thing in the planet. And before we continue, chat, let me know what you guys are working on. It's Monday. A beautiful week is ahead of you today. And I know that you guys are going to be successful this week, okay? I know you guys are going to be successful this week. By the way, chat, we have a new YouTube video in case you haven't watched it yet. It's about the web frameworks tier list. Here we go, chat. Put a like on that one, please. What do I have here? Oh, here we go. Here we go. We have 60 people on YouTube. You guys are absolutely awesome, but only 30 likes. How that is possible? Go, YouTube people, go all the way down and put like on this video. Team Vid is saying the following: I love you, Nuno. I love you too, man. Thank you for being so awesome and for taking the time to say that. Verma is saying the following: Daila is a festival celebrated in India during Lord Ram comes to his house after defeating. Oh, interesting. Okay, chat, so what I will do is the following. I have never actually used Cloud Code within the terminal session of PHP Storm. Hopefully it will just work. If not, if it starts being annoying, we are going to just do that in the regular terminal, okay? So what I will do is the following. I'm going to type Cloud, and in case you haven't used Cloud Code before, what this will do is open this terminal session where you can interact with the agent, okay? And what I will do is the following. I'm going to be super concrete here, okay? I'm going to type the following. I want to build a mailing list of people that want to try my platform. So I was thinking that instead of displaying the register form, I want that controller, and be mindful that I have specified controller here, to redirect to a new route where the user can type his email. Oh, wait. I'm going to type Control C to stop. Yep, because I actually didn't finish. 1 second. Load again. This. What the fuck? Why my Shift Enter is not working? Shift Enter is typically goes to a new line. That's annoying. Yeah, I'm 2 seconds away of not using this terminal. Or, let's try one more thing. So, Shift Enter. That's supposed to go to a new line, no? What the fuck? That's annoying. There is an issue with PHP Storm. Yeah, man, that's annoying. I'm 2 seconds away of going to... 2 seconds away of going to my regular terminal. Mindset is saying the following: have you ever wiped the production DB accidentally? No. Do you know the reason why I never have done that? Because I'm using this package, which is done by a very good developer, called it Nuno Maduro, call it Essentials. And what the Essentials does is that it forbids PHP artisan migrate fresh in production. Okay. Oh, someone is saying use Option Enter. Thank you, man. You are awesome. So if I do this, I can type Option Enter. Nice. Okay, good. So we're good to go again. So a new route where people can type the email. So I'm going to type Option Enter. Now, before we do that, can you build the table, the model, the factory, and the model test that will hold the list of emails? And this is very important actually when you're interacting with Cloud Code, is that you want Cloud Code to go slow, you know, because you want to validate things one by one. And this is super important, chat. When you guys are interacting with an AI, you guys want to go super slow, kind of, you know, requesting things slowly but surely, and then validating step by step. That's exactly what we're going to do today. So I give some context to the AI, but now I'm going to ask it to just build a table, the model, the factory, and we go from that. Okay? So let's type Enter and see how it goes. Yeah, typically I just use the terminal like iTerm. That's what I use with VS Code. Miyaka is asking if I have tried Codex. I have never tried Codex. I'm happy with Cloud Code. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Is asking me if I want to... how to name this. Interesting. Okay, it's kind of verifying with me. How do I want to build this? Okay, well, I think the model name should be waiting list. Or, let me think. So... we are going to store emails, right? So people can join the waiting list. Yeah, this should definitely be called waiting list. And we only need the email. And I think that's it. Hey, Roger, what's up? Nice new look. Well, to be fair, I'm out of that thing that puts my hair good. That's why I'm looking like this, you know? So I typically use like 3 Cloud Code sessions. I actually don't use just one. I use 3 Cloud Code sessions. So we can already see what Cloud Code is producing. And what is interesting about Cloud Code is that even if it doesn't produce good code, I have Pint, Rector, and all this tooling. Oh, you guys cannot see me. Like, what the fuck? Why? Oh, I know why. 1 second. 1 second, 1 second. 1 second. Should be almost good. Here we go. So even if Cloud Code doesn't actually produces accurate code, I have Pint, Rector PHP, PHP stand that will make sure that everything is just perfect. I'm going to show you that in a second, okay? Once Cloud Code is actually finished here, we are going to do that in a second. Do you guys know what this is? Typically, Cloud Code does not show me this stuff. So can I just ignore this stuff? Oh, it's actually a question here. Okay, so can I just type allow all edits and this won't appear again? Okay, hopefully it will be that. Junior, what's up, dude? Nice to see you, man. Dan Shooks, what's up, dude? Nice to see you. Thanks for saying hi. By the way, chat, while Cloud Code is writing code for me, in case you don't know me, my name is Nuno Maduro, PHP and Laravel developer. I love what I do, chat. Literally working with PHP and Laravel is the best thing in the planet. But you know what, chat? You know what, chat? We have 70 people on YouTube, but only 40 likes. So YouTube people, go all the way down, click on like this video, but also subscribe my channel if you guys love my work. We already know you. Well, not all. You would be surprised that on Twitch, for example, on Kik, in all those social platforms, they actually don't know me. Some of them, not everyone. Does it remember context between sessions? It doesn't. So that's why on every single Cloud Code session, I'm working with different stuff. Okay. So typically would be different features, for example. Okay. Different features, chat. This music sucks. Here we go, much better. Okay, where are we? So it's kind of it's reading the user test, so then it can write the test for the waiting list. This is actually good. This is good. It's using Artisan to create the tests themselves, using past PHP, which is also good. And hopefully the last step will be actually writing the test, okay? And we are going to validate what it did, and we are going to adjust things if needed, and then we move forward to the actual implementation with the controller and the UI. By the way, chat, this is literally how I develop code these days. I just use Cloud Code and I validate code. That's what I do at the moment. I barely write code, like, if ever. I'm currently actually working with Ashley, which is someone that you just saw in the chat. And I think he also shares the same opinion as me, which is we barely write code these days. It's pretty much Cloud Code running in like 2 different terminals. And the only thing we do is validate code, investigate stuff if we have to. But actually typing the code itself, it's kind of rare. You can add to memory with Cardinal. Oh, thank you. That's interesting. Victor, what's up, dude? What's up, dude? My man. Nice to see you. Roberto99 is saying there is no conflicts when editing the same file. So that's why you work on 2 different features. You know, so they don't kind of work in the same stuff. Okay, it should be almost done. So it's running Pint automatically thanks to Laravel Boost. We actually run Pint once the code is done. And thanks to Pint, this class should already be final. Oh my god, this is so good, chat. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty, chat. Thanks to my custom rules, is kind of adding all property reads to my waiting list model. And it's making this final. All the type annotations being added correctly, all the casting being done properly, no fillable. It's just perfect models right here. That's why, you know, with Cloud Code, I barely write any code anymore because Cloud Code just does perfectly for me. Typically, this happens when you are super consistent with code, chat, meaning that if all your models follow these conventions, Cloud Code will be a little bit better understanding what do you like, and then the generated model will be just perfect. And we can look at this. This model is top-notch perfect. So declare strict types on top, namespace beautiful, property reads all over the place, final classes, S factory fully typed, you know. So I think, like, for example, the next step is checking the waiting list factory, which is indeed also perfect with a unique constraint. It's a safe email. It does contain code annotation. So this is not actually perfect. Rector PHP will fix this, by the way. I probably need to adjust Boost to do that. So if I open a new terminal and I run composer lined, this will run Rector PHP behind the scenes, which will import, for example, this factory. You guys will see in a second. Once this is done, this factory here will be imported all the way top, chat. All the way top. Mohamed, what's up? Today on YouTube. Nice to see you, man. Thanks for coming. Dan Shrooks is saying the following. Why does it property read and not just property? Very good question. So property read means that the property cannot be mutated, meaning that it cannot change. Just property, that means that the property can change, but I don't like to actually use property assignments and then save. I typically just use the update or the update silently, okay? Real PVZ is saying the following: is it true that if you pay $5 for cloud code, only can use 2 prompts? I have literally no idea, man. I think I have infinite tokens on cloud code at the moment, so I have literally no idea. Not infinite, but a lot of it is paying for it, so I don't even, look at that. Roger is saying the following: input PHP artisan IDE output generate. So I don't like the annotations that the IDE output generates. I don't even use the IDE helper. Okay, you guys see? Reactor PHP ran in the factory was up, like, put it all the way top. So now it's just literally perfect. From all the bottom to the all the way top, it's just perfect. So the model is good. The factory is good. Let's see now the table. The table is kind of simple. We do have a down meta. This is not good. I have instructed the AI to not do this, but it's still doing. So this is the place where we actually need to do some changes. So let's go here into the factory, waiting list factory. Let's remove this comment right here. And let's actually go to the migrations and click on create waiting list migration. Let's remove the down method. Let's equally remove this ugly comment, chat. Okay. Okay. By the way, chat, I never use comments anymore. Let me know in the chat if you guys still use this kind of stuff. I don't. Literally, all my code now doesn't have a single comment like this, okay? Typically, if adds, typing value like this one, I do add. But just for this kind of crap, I remove it. Write on the chat, yes, if you still use these comments. Write no if you don't. If you don't. Mikila is saying I remove all the stuff. All my stuff don't have any comments, man. Beautiful, beautiful. DevSbuddy is saying the following: I only use comments if the logic is a little bit complex. That's a good, actually good thing to think about. Literally have some comments if you need to explain something. Yep, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, chat. Yeah, apparently not. We should probably ask Taylor to not have comments on stuff. We could literally do a pull request. We may have to think about this because it's across the entire ecosystem, but we may actually do a pull request that removes those comments. Because realistically, when you click on app providers, for example, and app service provider, you have this, right? But it doesn't make sense anymore. Realistically, nobody actually uses this. At least I don't. So anyways, so we just adjusted that. So that's an adjustment we had to do, okay? The next step is checking the table, which is good now. We doesn't have a down method anymore. Let's click on waiting list test.php, and we can understand that this is actually good as well. We don't need this, by the way. This is not good. So we can go there. Let's type here waiting list test.php and remove this beautiful uses all the way top. Here we go. Not that anymore. The waiting list is a new creation for the factory, and then the keys are exactly that once. Again, we are using an inertia project, therefore testing the 2 array is actually super important. We're testing as well that email is unique, so this little thing should throw an exception. Here we could be a little bit more specific, to be honest. So let's go here. Let's type here query exception, because it's exactly the exception being thrown. Let's now replace this with an import, and hopefully this is still working as expected. To be fair, the entire test suite should be working as expected, so let's run the entire test suite. And here we go, 700 tests. 700 tests, chat. 700 tests, chat. By the way, chat, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno, PHP and Laravel developer. I love what I do. Go all the way down, subscribe to this channel if you can. Today we are building, or actually, I'm demoing something I've been building under the scenes, which is called pplup. pplup is a platform for creators and people looking for creators that gives you real-world analytics for people actually making living out of this, So the website is currently already available under pplup.com, and what we are developing today is a waiting list, basically, so people can give them their emails. So then when it actually goes out, I have a bunch of people to notify. Okay. Okay, so that's what we are doing today, and actually writing some code about that. 700 tests, Chad. What do you think about 700 tests? Not bad, not bad for a side project. And of course, we are using PHP stand level max. You know, for those who say that PHP stand level max is a bad idea, guess what? I'm using PHP stand level max because I want to, and because I can. PHP level max plus bleeding edge on as an extension. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As far as I know, Taylor loves comments. I don't think he loves anymore, so that's why I think we should just suggest that, you know. See me saying why you don't customize the migration stuff. So I actually never customized any stub in the past, so I don't even know how to do that. I guess I just have to create a stubs folder and that's it, but I've never done that. Diabel is saying the following: on the move, but still hello guys. Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Nice to see you. Diabel is saying the following: you can get my analytics. Yes, in theory that will just work. In theory. I'm gonna actually create an invite code to test this. Does any of you have like a Twitter or a YouTube account or a GitHub account with a bunch of followers and content? If yes, let me know. But I probably should do that. Just customize stubs a little bit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, so it's testing that the email is unique, in testing that it can be created. This test is kind of useless. We don't need this. So I'm going to go here into my waiting list test and remove this test, okay? It's important that before we actually move forward, make sure the coverage is 100%. So let's type the following: PHP artisan parallel with coverage. Here we go. Let's run this. Let's run this shit. New comments would be so horrific for newcomers. You think? I don't think people expect comments to begin with. If you do any language these days, none of those languages have actually comments. If you think about Go or about, for example, I don't know, Rust or about even JavaScript, they don't use comments. We are probably the only language in the world using comments these days. So, I don't know. Oh my god, what's happening with my YouTube channel? Like, I'm trying to literally open. Oh, here we go. Is it working? Is it doing okay, chat? Can you guys see me? Hopefully you can. Because I cannot even load my YouTube channel today on my phone. Everyone is a bit streamer online presence. You think? You think? Chat, is the YouTube okay? Let me know in the chat, but hopefully it is. We are with 100% code coverage, chat. So we're good to go. We're good to move forward. The next step is really running the entire test suite. So I'm going to type the following: composer test to run the entire test suite. And this hopefully will just work as expected, chat. We can see you. Nice, nice, nice. Oh my god, the music is just so horrible. Let's go to Jens and dance pop. That's what I want. Okay, we have literally a problem with Laravel Pint. Let's run it, and let's run composer test again. Okay, so now we have the domain layer ready. The next step is working on actions, okay? And we need only one action, which is the action that adds something to the waiting list. So let's do the following. Wait, what? It filters users by name search. Property creators do not have expected size. Oh, this is a flaky test, chat. Okay, what I will do here is that I'm going to type skip and then fix me. It's not kind of related to the changes we are doing right now. Okay. When we are doing code reviews, we are literally reviewing code from Cloud Code. So I guess what we are doing today. Maxwell is saying the following: hi Nuno, can you show the patterns queries folder? Yeah, so I've shown that today already, but what it does, it's basically a way of encapsulating complex queries. Not this one, but potentially this one is kind of complicated. Yeah, this is a complicated one. Displaying the top social will return null if it's not there. However, if it's there, we'll return something else. So it's just a place where I encapsulate complex queries, as you can see here. Followers from 7 days ago, from 30 days ago, X, Y, Z. Have you heard about the Cursor IDE? I do, man. But for PHP development, everything related to VS Code, Cursor, whatever, just sucks. And if you heard otherwise, they are lying to you in your face. PHP Storm, man. I honestly don't understand how you as a PHP developer are just not using PHP Storm. That is just my opinion, you know. People will say it's just, I don't know. Anyways, moving forward, we have a test week passing as expected. What we are going to do today is we're going to type the following. We're going to type actually nothing. We're going to work on top of this. So let's go back to Claude and let's say the following. Perfect. I have adjusted one thing or two, but it's looking good. Thank you. Next step is working on actions. So, can you create let's say, create waiting list? That looks bad. It looks bad. How this action should be called? Create waiting list looks bad. This probably should be add to waiting list. Here we go. Can you create an add to waiting list action and test it that... Oh, fuck. Again? Yeah, I'm used to shift. Let's type this and this. And let's do this. Ugh. And test it that what it does is adding or creating a new waiting list entry. Get familiar with those models first. And it should be good. I guess I want to ask too to remember, don't add any validation on the action. Keep it simple because we are going to have form requests anyways. We are too poor for PHP Storm. PHP Storm is free for learning, I guess, and for content creation. But yeah, it's a little bit expensive for OBs. I do agree on that. If you're working for someone, you can ask that to your boss. Simon Curado, what's up, dude? Welcome. How you doing, man? Nice to see you. Biote saying the following: VS Code with extensions works fine. Yeesh. Maxwell is saying the following for you. What is the best prompt AI editor? Claude. It's absolutely Claude at the moment, okay? Junie is okay, but Claude is just a beast at the moment. Kyle Arch is saying the following: just wait until you get used to option return and then go back to the regular terminal. Oh my god. Maybe I will just use this starting today, to be honest. You know, I'm chilling. Biot is saying the following: my Laravel API takes 500 milliseconds, but I've tried checking actual query execution time, and that takes 40 milliseconds using microtime in API. Dude, I'm gonna teach you something. When working with an API, there is two things to keep in mind. Number one, latency on the network. Number two, the actual code. The network latency is actually like 70% of the time the API takes to answer something. Yes, okay. So basically, if you are actually testing your API, you need to take into consideration the network latency. That's one of the most important things in the planet. You know what I mean? Ash is saying the following: I like your new dude. This is not my new haircut. It's literally, I have not styled my haircut. That's why it looks like this. Diabel is saying, can I try the early access? Dude, once it's ready, you will be one of the first. I'm absolutely sure. This is literally how I wake up every morning, and you guys are saying, I like your hairstyle. Like, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. This is how I wake up in the morning, man. Yeah, I literally ran out of, so typically I do this, but I ran out of that, so I cannot do anymore. It's just how to wake up. Okay. So it's reading the current actions to get inspired to do my new action, which is called add waiting list action. Okay, so if I go here, I can already see it. Final class is read only with declare strict types on top, already fully styled. And the only thing it does is receiving an email on its parameters and returns the waiting list model. Beautiful action, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Missing the test though, missing the test, which is probably the next thing it will be working on. It's Nuno style. Oh yeah. DV is saying the following. Hi Nuno, I love your streams. In the video with Populas, you discussed action versus services, but why not both? So typically they are incompatible. Well, let me just make it clear. So the way services are used by Populas is a little bit different from the way I use services myself. So the way I use services myself, it's a little bit like an API for the external world. Okay, to interact with external APIs. The way Populas uses services is to literally just encapsulate queries, a little bit like back in the days the repository pattern, mixed with the actions. So they are incompatible. If you are using services, you cannot use actions. If you are using actions, you cannot use services. However, you can do what I do, which is using actions and then uses the services folder for interacting with the outside world. Okay. What commit tool is this? This is, you mean this one? It is what I use actually for work. Call it GitHub Desktop. William is saying, what do you leave off? That's a great question. Nobody asked me that. What do I leave off? So I have a job. I work for Laravel 8 hours a day. So that's my regular salary. I have open source, which also gives me a fair amount of money. I have streaming now, which gives me money through sponsors mainly. I have some investments myself as well, so I invest my money on... Do I want to talk about this? Yeah, let's keep it simple. I invest my money, so that also gives me money. What else? And that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, for now, I actually want to just build a mailing list and hold those emails myself, you know? I think it's fairly simple that I can just do it that myself. How many zeros there is in your Laravel paycheck? I cannot be open about that. How many zeros do you think? How does Laravel hire software engineers? Well, they're hiring currently, I think. Let me see. I think Laravel is currently hiring, so you guys should just check this out. Open positions. Oh, as you can see, senior software engineer for the open source team. Like, literally, you can work with Taylor every single day if you guys apply to this. Okay, I'm going to send you the link. You can literally work for Laravel with Taylor every single day if you guys apply to this, okay? And by the way, chat, I want you guys to apply, okay? And I'm gonna just tell you something. We're recruiting for other areas in the Laravel team, and I have give names of people that are here on the stream today. Bunkers, what's up, man? Thanks so much for the subscription. Tier 1, 9 months in the road, dude. How cool you are, man. You're absolutely awesome for sponsoring my work on Twitch, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on, chat. Apply to this, man, if you want to work with me every single day as well. All right, chat, let's move forward. What are we doing today? Okay, so we need to check the test, okay? So the test for the action is adds the email to the waiting list. So if I have this email, I call the action. Okay, this makes sense. And I expect the waiting list just to have that. Persist the waiting list entry to the database, so we don't need this. And yeah, we do need this though. So let's go here to add to waiting list action. So this is the action, which is beautifully. Well, to be honest, this could have the query method. You know, query method for the win. I know you guys love this too. And let's type here, add to waiting list test action. Let's remove this that we don't need. And probably here, we can be a little bit more explicit as well.
More sauce.
What is this? Mario Casas just became a premium sponsor on YouTube. Thank you so much for supporting my work every single day, man. Luis Franco is saying the following: I wish I could join the Laravel team, getting a nice haircut like Nuno. Ooh. Resolve is better than app. Dude, Resolve is deprecated, I think. It's literally deprecated, the Resolve method in Laravel, I think. You should check that out. You should check that out. Dibal is saying, I'm not a senior, but I could help on Laravel streams. Dude, every single person who have applied to Laravel thought, I'm not a senior, I'm not enough, XYZ, and they got the job. So you should just apply, man. You will thank me later. Marokas is saying the following: dude, it's the least I can do after the help you have given on my own work, man. You are awesome. Thank you, thank you. This font is the best font in the planet with the name. Let's click on editor font. JetBrains Mono Nerd font. That's the font I use. Okay, that's the font I use. Chat. Okay. That's what I use. You only use Resolve? Okay, you need to stop using Resolve, chat. That's literally deprecated at the moment. Okay. That's literally deprecated. All right, chat. How is the test suite at the moment? Is the test suite okay? Hopefully it is. So if I run Pint, no changes, of course. If I run Past PHP and Parallel to be super fast, and obviously with coverage as well, this should just work. I love Dankmano. I actually also love Dankmano. However, Dankmano is not a super easy font to read, especially when I'm streaming for people, okay? We have 100% code coverage, of course, meaning that this action is fully complete. Moving forward, so we have the action. The next step is actually developing 2 controllers, okay? So we need a controller. We actually need 3 controllers, I think. So we need a way of verifying the email. Ooh, I may have to adjust a few things here, chat. We need a status. A status verified and a status unverified. We need that. Oops, I'm going to say the following. Oops. I actually forgot the status column on my waiting list. So, can you add it and make double points, bam, bam, the default on the action to waiting list status unverified, the default on the action. What else? But also code a new verify waiting list action. Verify email on waiting list. Yeah, this can be a little bit better. Verify email on waiting list action that set the status to waiting list verified. Okay, so we forgot about this. So let's just send this to the beautiful Cloud Code. Okay, so we obviously need to verify the emails. If you guys apply to be on the waiting list, you need to receive an email and then get verified. Okay. WC Me, thank you so much for the donation on YouTube. I really appreciate. MediaX saying the following: how contribute to your projects. I have a bunch of open source projects. You can just go there, take a look at the issues, and answer a few issues that would already help. Marcos Ferreira is asking: have you one start? Wait, what? Have you one start template for new Laravel projects? So I do have templates for my Laravel projects, yes. I'm going to send them to you. Okay. So that would be under Nuno Maduro starter kit. So this is my inertia starter kit in case you guys want to use this. Okay. Here we go. I really do. By the way, chat, we have literally 80 people on YouTube, but only 60 likes. Unacceptable, chat. Go all the way down and like this video, but also subscribe my channel if you enjoy my work, man. Where do you put your queries? I put my queries within the queries folder, literally. Okay. Dibal is saying the following: I really hate my train work from work. Oh, I'm sorry, man. You need to work from home, man. So, you know. Oh, the connection is cutting off. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Bloat is saying the following. I think it's possible to do in Laravel, but I need a big team. Ooh, it's missing likes. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? How long is the stream today? All the streams are always the same time, which is 2 hours. AI uses MySQL defaults. What do you mean? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Why is AI using defaults? Unacceptable. I hate defaults, chat. Unacceptable. Let's fix this ASAP. Okay. ASAP. So let's go here into add to waiting list. This should be add email. Like, what the actual fuck? Also unacceptable. Let's wait for the AI to be completed, and then let's adjust a few things here. Okay. What is the queries folder? Just a place that encapsulates this queries, chat. Actions have actions, controllers have controllers, queries have queries. How difficult that is. F. Marento, what's up, man? Nice to see you. Welcome to the live stream. Football Maniac is saying the following. No, are you still full-time Laravel core team? Yes, I am. Clemento is saying the following. Not where, but what do you put in your queries? I put where conditions. DV is saying the following. No, is there a reason why Laravel MCP package does not use the official MCP SDK from the foundation? Does Laravel produce that one? So we actually developed the MCP before the foundation. So I think we're not using their package in the same way they are not using ours. It's just that's it. Adrian is saying the following. No, what about custom builder class for the model? So you guys need to teach me that approach because I've never used it. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I never used that approach of building a custom builder class for the model. So you'll have to teach me that. Okay. W Epsilon is saying the following. How can one ask for help? A short video suggestion solution about an interesting, complex legacy DB admin panel. Dude, the best place to get help on my streams is my Discord channel, and we talk a bunch about that. Okay, we talk a bunch about helping each other. Just go there if you can. I'm gonna send you the link, okay, Shad? This is my Discord. By the way, Shad, I'm also on Instagram. I don't know if you guys are on Instagram. I'm on Instagram, okay? So you guys can see pictures of mine, you know, doing sports and stuff like that. So that's my Instagram account, okay? Okay. I have stuff there in my gym as well. Look at this. Oh, I cannot see it. Look at this guy right here. Look at this. Look at this. Looking great. And I also have a TikTok account, okay? TikTok/Nuno Maduro, I think. I think that's it. If it's not, you guys let me know. Okay? Hopefully it is. Oh, I have an idea. Here we go. What is my links? Oh, here we go. This and this. Give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok if you guys love short content about PHP and Laravel. All right, that being said, how are we? Is Cloud Code done yet? Running tests to verify that everything works. Well, that's a good thing, you know, running tests, of course. Thank you so much, Cloud Code. I quit Instagram. You did? Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Adrian just sent me a link about building eloquent model query builders. Oh, I'm going to check that one ASAP. Okay. So we need to do a few things here, which I'm not happy or super happy about. Here we need to type add email to waiting list action to make it super clear. Verify email on waiting list. This is actually looking good. Let me take a look at about the enum we created. So I'm going to click here on the enum. Here we go. So we have unverified and verified, which is something I really wanted to. And we have fillables. Why we do have fillables? Unacceptable. Unacceptable to have fillables in 2025, like, honestly. Here we go, gone. So this is looking good with the status unverified, and hopefully when I add a waiting list, this will have unverified as well. The verified just sets that to verified, beautiful, and returns a new model fresh, which is not necessary. That's why I just pass my day reviewing code, because honestly, Cloud Code is just unacceptable doing code. We don't need that fresh right there. Why not fillables, dude? I've answered that question probably 200 times already. I'm going to let the chat answer you. Chat, type on the chat, why not use fillables in 2025? And I'm going to let you answer to Luis Franco, man. Thank you for making that question. Bruno is saying the following: I'm going to create an MCP of Nuno and ask how Nuno would solve this problem. That's actually a good idea, honestly, you know. Beata is saying the following: will you go to Laracon, India this year? Maybe you'll see me there. Maybe. I don't know, man. I love Laracon, India, man. I love Laracon, India. And maybe we'll have a nice surprise. But don't tell anyone, okay? Top secret information here on the live stream, okay? Top secret information. Top secret information, chat. Literally nobody asked. Feed all videos transcripts into a model and make an MCP. That's actually a good idea. Okay, so I want to rename this action here real quick. So let's go here into the actions folder and let's type this rename with a beautiful PHP Storm rename and type waiting list status. This is not the one I want to change. I want to change this one. Add email to waiting list action. Beautiful. And let's go here to the test as well. Unit actions, add email to waiting list test. Okay, so this is looking good, hopefully. Let's review everything again. So we have a table which has an email. It needs to be unique, and the default is unverified, which is unacceptable. No defaults is on my migrations. Let's just remove that. Beautiful, gone. After the table, we have a model, which is beautifully with property read annotations, final classes, type factories, and cast for very much everything, including the default things. We have a factory, which is unverified by default. It might become verified if we call this method. And then we have actions, which will basically make it unverified by default, but also make it verified if we just call verify email on waiting list action. Okay, this is looking fantastically. The next step is actually developing the controllers that will allow this to be true. So let's do the following. Create an waiting list controller. Create and store. So we need both, actually. But also create an waiting list or verify waiting list. I think this is simple enough. Verify waiting list controller with a method with the name update. Or actually, let's make it a little bit more simple. Waiting list status. Yeah, that's a good one. Waiting list status update. Verb get that will verify the email via signed URL. Okay, I think this is enough. Let's see how the Cloud Code UI will behave. By the way, a lot of you guys are asking me, what is this UI? This is called GitHub Desktop, and what it does gives you a very nice preview of the code you are about to commit. This is a default tool I'm using for the last 15 years, basically, and I love this tool. It is the absolutely GOAT. By the way, chat, if you are using the GitHub Desktop interface as well, type yes on the chat. If you are not, just type no. Okay? Just type no. Dev's buddy saying I may miss Laracon India. Why is that? Oh no, that's horrible. That's horrible. Yes, India, if you're saying the following, how are you handling this latency of calling these APIs for different social networks? What do you mean exactly by latency? So this is happening behind the scenes thanks to a queue job. So elaborate a little bit on that one, okay? Gitplutter is the GOAT. I have never used Gitplutter. Wow. I see a lot of people using GitHub Desktop, but not everyone, which is crazy. Which is crazy, chat. By the way, I really appreciate WCM for the super chat on YouTube. And by the way, that's an easy way of supporting financially my work. you have literally 2 things you can do. Number 1, becoming a Twitch subscriber. You just have to click on the subscribe button and that's it. Number 2, you can become a YouTube member and get literally access to all the private videos, which I think they are literally 0 at the moment. And the final one is my beautiful shop, which I've started with my brother. By the way, my brother is now editing my clips videos. My brother is literally helping me out on my YouTube channel right now. Started like 2 days ago, and what he's doing is at the moment is editing my clips channel. So I have a second channel. I don't know if a lot of you know this, but I'm gonna post a link here. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. My second channel, and this is the first video of my brother. Here we go, right here. So if you guys want to just have... Wait, what? Bruno, thank you so much for the premium sponsor on YouTube. Appreciate that. So this is literally a way of sponsoring my channel too, okay? Sponsoring? No, of supporting my channel by becoming a subscriber of my Clips channel. Okay, so I have 2 channels, the main one and the Clips one. That being said, let's go back and see how Cloud Code is doing. Is it done? Wait, what? I will create a waiting list controller and a waiting list status controller with a signed URL verification. Let me get started. I think it just stopped. Why? Continue. Like, what the fuck? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. What is the Discord link? Wait, what? Dude, it's literally right here, man. Discord. Here we go. Discord link for you, man, so you can join the community. Luis Franco is saying the following. Fillable are to maintain in a large project when your mode is... So the reason why I don't use fillables is that I just rely on the update method and I always control the input of the user. So I always use form requests to validate the input from the outside world, meaning that from that point, after the form request have validated data, I just trust on everything, meaning that I don't need fillables, okay? Fillables are an extra measure of safety that some people use, but not me, okay? Why not DB default? Because I like to have my defaults on actions, okay? I want to go to an action. That's actually a very important topic. I want to go to an action and see exactly the state that is being written to my database, okay? So if I go here, I see that the state being written to the database is exactly this state. Status unverified. I don't want the status to automatically be filled by my database, okay? Do you understand that? Do you understand that? So that's why I use my stuff, okay? Are you using one controller per verb actions? No. So typically my controllers, let's take a look at, for example, one of my controllers here. Let's go here into, stop doing that shit. What is it doing? Here we go. Let's take a look at, for example, one of my controllers. Let's go here into HTTP controllers. Let's see a good one. A good one would be probably social controller. Yeah, so this is storing stuff, storing new socials, but also deleting or destroying new socials too. User avatar, this is the one, oh, this is so beautiful code right here. So user avatar is the controller that updates the user avatar, kind of easy. So if I receive a store method, we'll update the user avatar, calling the update user avatar request to validate the data. We'll fetch the current user, and then we'll actually update that using the action. So this is responsible for storing a new one, but also to delete one if the user, you know, it's done. So the functionality about this is this one. Let me go here. Let me click on... It's not even working. Oh, it is. Let me go here. pplup.test. Do I have an account? I don't think I do have an account. It started. No. Oh, this will take me forever. There's email verification and everything. Anyways, once you change an avatar or destroy a new one, they will call this behind the scenes. Okay. What if you need to add a column on an existing table with a default? Well, that's the only case you would use defaults, yes. Adrian is so good, man. Adrian just said the following: using fillables is the same as riding a bike with training wheels. Let's fucking go, dude. I'm gonna make a tweet out of that one, man. Oh my god, so good. So good. Honestly, Adrian, you are good, man. You are good, chat. You are a shad and a chat at the same time. Using fillable on Laravel models is the same as riding a bike with training wheels. I love it. I love it. Have you tried Agent OS? I have not, man. Nightbot deleted F parental message. Wait, what? Oh yeah, I don't allow links, dude. When are you having a native PHP stream? Soon. So you need to ask that to Simon, because I want to have a native PHP stream. But I think we are waiting a few things which I cannot disclose. Okay. By the way, I cannot wait for Laracon India. Okay, I cannot wait for Laracon India. All right, this should be either over or almost over. So it's running the test suite. It should be almost over. So that's why I run with the 3 cloud sessions, because I don't want to wait for stuff. Okay. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have here. Chat, this is very important. We are almost reaching the point of having this feature fully ready. Okay. So we have 2 new controllers, waiting list controller and waiting list status controller, which is good. Okay. The waiting list controller will render an inertia form, and the second one is literally storing and returning back the new status. Okay, so that's not bad. There is a few things I want to change already, but not bad. We don't see any inertia views being created, so I think we can just go there and do a few things. Let's go to the controller, call it waiting list controller, okay, which is here. And I actually want to rename a few things here. Waiting lists. Yeah, this is not good. I probably should have done. I'm gonna do this after, but I think this should have been called waiting list emails or something like that. Anyways, I'm gonna do that after. So this is rendering a waiting list create. And this is just returning back. Okay, this is good. This is good, actually. Waiting list create will be rendered with the current status, if any, which we don't necessarily need, or we do need because we are returning back with status. So we do need this status right here. What else? Store is receiving a store waiting list request, which we need to check. This request is doing the following, is receiving an email, which is required string email max 225 unique within waiting lists email. Perfect. If it's in production, I'm going to use Turnstile from Cloudflare. Thank you. That's a good one. We have messages, of course. All of them make totally sense. And finally, we have rate limits to make sure people don't fucking introduce their email 1,000 times. Beautiful. What else? So this will send an email, I assume, right? Let me double check that, because it may not do that. Yes, it's not yet doing that, so it may have to do that. So this is add email to waiting list action, actually, and we need to send an email here. Is it Cloud Code? Yes, it is. Coding a new SAAS, how about the old projects? Which product are you talking about exactly? Waiting list requests. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up refactoring this stuff anyways. It's just because when thinking about naming, I typically think better when I'm alone or not streaming. But as you can see here, typically a controller is very mindful about the action is updating. For example, code controller allows you to store new codes, update codes. Partner allows you to add a new partner or delete partners, for example. Session allows you to create a new session or destroy an existing one. Socials allow you to create socials and delete existing ones. So I think it's very likely that this waiting list will end up being renamed to emails waiting or whatever, you know what I mean? And then you can start a new email waiting, or you can delete the new email waiting. Will be just representative of the resource being used, okay? It's fine. It's okay that we just do it this way, and then we just rename it. Ian Rodriguez is saying Panstorm, Panalytics. Dude, I start 20 projects per month, and I finish 2 or 3. And that's totally fine, chat. By the way, when you start a new project, chat, it's perfectly fine if you stop doing it. As long as you don't stop everything, you know. And I typically have a bunch of projects that I've stopped, but I have as well some of them that I've finished and delivered successfully. Pinkery being one of them, Past 4 being one of them, past bronzer testing being one of them too. That's Laravel, of course, Laravel MCP, and many others. But there is also projects that I just don't finish, and that's totally fine. Some people, like, they get stuck into this, into this force of finishing something, even if they don't, they shouldn't, basically, because they don't feel motivating enough, you know. And I need to work on something when I'm motivated. Okay, I'm only able to work on anything when I'm motivated. But if I'm not motivated, I won't work on it, you know. I don't know about you guys, but that's the way it works for me. Hey Diabel, welcome back, man. I'm gonna check those custom query builders, absolutely. Amazing projects, by the way. I use almost all of them. Thank you, man. You are absolutely awesome for saying that. Appreciate. Ian Rodriguez, did you got the message? I hope it was understandable. Thank you for the question. Livewire is awesome too. Absolutely. Is Pinkery down? Hopefully not. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's not down. It's just here. Why would it be down? Beautiful Pinkery right here. I appreciate your work. Thank you, man. CodeBot AI is saying, what are you building today? Today I'm working on my pplup application, which is something I'm gonna announce very soon. What it does is a space for content creators and people looking for content creators that gives you real world analytics that you really care. I'm a content creator myself, so I'm building this for myself, okay? It's actually already online. However, you cannot register because you don't have an access code. You need an access code on the register form. And at the moment, those invite codes, they are not yet available. Okay? All your projects start with P. It's because of Portugal. No, it's because of PHP. Sudo, yeah, Supo. It's very unlikely that I finish Supo. Only for the reason that I actually hit a technical constraint on it, which is that is not actually a good library that gives you a nice UI plus allow you to basically input within that nice UI, okay? So if you build something like Supo CLI, you need basically have an input within the UI. Every time you type something, the cursor needs to stay there. So on PHP, there is no actually anything on that, which it's kind of a down. It's kind of something a little bit, you know, that put me a little bit down while developing that CLI. But also at the same time, I started developing pplup, and I found this project way more exciting. Okay, how do you manage to get so much done? I don't know, man. I just don't waste time. That's it. I'm building a trees app. Oh, that's awesome. You use DDD? You mean DDD combined with Laravel? DDD combined with Laravel. Agent is saying Termwind live method. That still wouldn't work. I've explored that a little bit, and once I found out it wouldn't be an easy thing to solve, I just, you know, ignored it for a bit. Puyapal is still working on it, so maybe they will be finished. Using Node.js with DDD, that's awesome. Do you use any framework with Node.js, or are you using just, regular native, let's call it vanilla Node? Okay, where are we? So we have the... yeah, we need to send an email here. Okay, so that's something we need to work on. It's a lot of code already. It's insane how big this can grow. Yeah, we need the actual email. I assume this is already on the web.php. Yes, it is. So we get the waiting list, we post on the waiting list, and we also allow to verify stuff on the waiting list. Okay. Let me actually refactor some of that routing name a little bit. Where do I do that? So it's calling waiting list. There we go. So this stuff will be called here is create. In here, I'm gonna call this verify a waiting list status. Just like that. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Update, and this will be called waiting list status update. Okay. Beautiful code. Hopefully the test suite is now failing because I've updated a few things here and there. Let's see how it goes. Simon Curado is saying the following. You think displaying the projects you have worked on your portfolio is a good idea, or just display the finished ones? I think you want to display the finished ones, yeah. So, you know, one example is my GitHub profile, which is right here. On my GitHub profile is only like finished projects. Okay, so, you know, obviously past PHP, PHP Insights, Laravel, Laravel 0, OpenAI client, which is incredibly successful. So only like finished stuff, you know. Express.js, I'm not a fan of Express.js, by the way. I think it's just a routing framework. You are missing a bunch of pre-made stuff by choosing something like Next.js. Why not make a native PHP application, design it as a terminal app? That's actually a good idea. That's actually a good idea. Diabel is saying the following, the picture, yuck. Dude, I actually don't understand. There's some people who say this picture is actually very good. What do you guys think, man? All right, Shed, let's do the following. Let's do a rate, okay? Oh my God, what's happening here? What the fuck? Okay, let's do a rate. Give me, like, a classification in between 1 and 5. How much do you think this picture is good, okay? How much do you think this picture is good? I'm going to tell you a story while you rank this stuff, okay? There is people on my... Wait, what? Football Maniac said 1. Why, dude? What is wrong with the picture? It's a solid 5. Here we go, Simon Curado. Here we go. A solid 5. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. A solid 5, man. Absolutely. A 7. Here we go. Here we go. 0, Diabel? Are you serious right now? What is wrong with the picture? I think it's a funny picture, actually, you know. Agent with a 10, of course, Agent with a nice 10 right there, with a nice 10. Test suite is already failing a bunch. Waiting list controller. Oh, okay, waiting list not defined. So let's fix this real quick. So we need to adjust this to be. Is this okay? Is this okay? I think it... Oh, it's failing because we don't have the components anyways. We may as well just fix some of the routing though. You know? You know? Good. We don't need this ugly ass comments. Goodbye comments. AI generating comments is so bad, chat. It's so bad. I do need to test or to double check what exactly is being generated here. Adds the email to the mailing list successfully. We post to that route. We store that email, and we check if the session has the given status. This should use the model, not this. Waiting list controller. Okay. So this should actually use the waiting list model. Query, let's actually just do this. Yeah, I'm gonna very likely to change this model name. It's just so bad. Jesus Christ. So I expect. Come on, autocomplete. Why is it not auto-completing? Like GitHub Copilot is down? What the heck? What the heck, chat? So the email is test example. I can barely type, honestly. GitHub Copilot is down. I can barely type. Unacceptable. Waiting list status to be waiting list enum unverified. Okay. Ooh. This is tests, featured, controllers, waiting list test controller. Using MySQL of Postgres. Victor Lionel asking, great question. I'm using Postgres, okay? I'm a Postgres guys. A Postgres guys right here. Postgres guy right here. He has 20k subs and 8k followers on YouTube. Yeah, at the moment, these are my numbers. Let me show you. Let me show you directly on pplup. My numbers. I have a reach of close to 100k people, 62k on X, 22k on YouTube, and 8.7k on GitHub. Those are my numbers at the moment. He's gone with the AWS. What do you mean? What do you mean? You loved the old one. Dude, there's a lot of people who didn't love the old one because I was just too serious. You guys need to fucking, make me understand that, because the old one was just, I was just too serious, I think. Oh, thank you, Code with AI. Thank you. Try to tell Claude you don't want comments. So I actually say that all the time. He still does it. He still does it. Have you read DDD by Eric Evans? I did. So I actually, this was one of my very first books. This one, the blue one, yeah. I actually like the book, chat. Have you guys read this book? Type in the chat if you have read any DDD book. Type yes if yes, type no if no. I have read this book in the past, yes, probably like 10 years ago. And I actually like the book. I do think though, just like Dev's buddy is saying, Laravel, it's not for DDD. And DDD is not for Laravel. You are losing a bunch if you decide to go with DDD or take the DDD seriously within the Laravel space. I don't know what you guys think. This is just my opinion. Okay? This is just my opinion, chat. My general opinion. Bruno is saying the following: much of AWS went down today. I saw, dude, like literally the entire Laravel team was just on fire today. Except me, because I'm not working anymore on stuff that deals with AWS, at least at the moment. Dev's buddy is saying the following: I did DDD on the next project. Ugh. DDD on the next project. Ugh. And it is really good. Not for Laravel. Oh, interesting. WYCME is saying the following: why? Referring to what exactly? Can you elaborate a little bit? Diabel is saying the following: I mean taste is different. Yeah, everyone has different tastes. Absolutely. Why DDD is not easy with Laravel? So it is easy with Laravel, but you lose a lot of functionalities. Like model round binding is one of the examples that you lose if you follow DDD strict. But also when you use Laravel, you want to enjoy some of the flexibility, some of the easiness that Laravel gives you. And if you want to follow DDD in a strict way, you just lose a lot of that. Plus the structure itself. Dev's buddy is on fire today, man. Dev's buddy with his tips is on fire today. We love that. He's saying the following: Laravel is also its own structure. That's important, meaning that Laravel actually brings you this nice structure to begin with, and typically just like to follow it, Victor Lionel is saying the following: so you like route model binding? Yes, I do. I love it. Chat, by the way, if you don't know me, my name is Nuno Maduro, PHP and Laravel developer. I love what I do. I am streaming Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on YouTube. So if you guys are not subscribers yet of my YouTube channel, please give me a follow ASAP. You know what I mean? How old are you? How old do you think I am? Write on the chat how old do you think I am, and I will let you know. Diabel is saying the following now: the Nuno Maduro podcast. Hello everyone, this is 95.5, 40. Oh my god. Do you think I'm 40, like honestly? Like, are you serious right now? Why do you think I'm 40? Like honestly. Now I'm happy seeing some numbers on YouTube with 29, 32. Good. Oh, Real PvP is saying, He was kidding with the 40. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, you guys are super close. You guys are super close. I'm actually 35 at the moment. 35 years old, getting old as fuck, but 35 at the moment, Chad. That's right. That's right. 35, Chad. 35. Okay, let's actually ask for the AI to kind of do the full story. So the last piece of the puzzle is the inertia views plus the email. So I'm going to say the following. So can you actually finish the feature? So it's missing the email with the link to verify. Ooh, I love this music, by the way. To verify, and the inertia view to display the input. Here we go. Bro, Gobi25 is saying the following. Bro, I want to learn PHP and build web applications. Is that a good choice? Absolutely, dude. PHP is one of the best languages in the world for PHP in modern web development. So if you are looking into that, please take a look into Laravel, and Laracast too. It's the best place to learn Laravel development. Laracast is the place that I've learned everything myself, and you can learn everything over there too. React, Laravel, PHP, JavaScript if you really have to. Everything right there. Oh my god, this is literally almost falling. Jesus Christ. Why is that? Here we go, much better. What is your view on AI, and are you using it to code? Yeah, chat, AI is here to stay, and honestly, if you guys are not leveraging AI these days, you probably should, okay? AI is pretty good helping you out with actual code, okay? WCM is saying the following. I have 70 models for legacy DB with separate admin panel, and I have 60 on a new app. Oh, that's a huge app, man. That's a huge app. And H Y is saying the following. How long have you been in the industry? Staff engineer is pretty good at 35. Yeah, so, you know, I have been in the industry for 10 years already. And I have walked my way until being a staff software engineer at Laravel today. Yeah, absolutely. There is only like 3 or 4 staff software engineers at the moment at Laravel, so I guess that's a good thing. Is a national dog register. Oh, interesting, man. That looks awesome. Okay, let's see what the app is doing, by the way. So it's obviously, let's go all the way top and see it from all the way top to all the way down. So one thing is missing here is the DB transaction. Again, within actions, you always want to ensure that every behavior is done within transactions. So the last thing I want is create an unverified email, but then basically the email fails to be sent and the email still gets unverified. So what should happen here is that if we cannot send the email, we are going to fail this operation. At the same time, the email needs to be queued. So we need to make sure of that. We need to make sure that every single email gets queued behind the scenes. Okay. What else? So we need to make sure as well the waiting status list is kind of calling the verify email. It is nice. One of the things we need to make sure of is we are using signed routes, which we are. So every single time you want to make sure that you are sending a unique email plus signed route. You can use this URL signed route, which is basically an encoded email with a token at the end, which is super good for these kind of things. Okay. What else? The actual email, of course. Verify your email, which is something necessary, of course. And if I go here to the actual email content, I can see it on Markdown. Okay. Dev's Buddy is saying the following. I'm currently working on a opinionated Laravel starter kit with React and inertia, and I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Yeah, that's, you know, I've just built mine, but you can bring yours and I can review it. Give me the link and I will review on my live stream. By the way, next Wednesday, chat, we have a new We have new content on the channel. We are bringing again the review my code thing, which you guys love that. So send your links to my Discord channel of projects that you have that are open source and you wish to review them. You wish me to review them, and I will review them on stream. Okay? Rezilis is saying the following: after 10 years of coding, I lost my enthusiasm. I was terminated from my last company because said I was too slow. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Now I'm building my own SAAS and find my own way until savings run out. Hopefully it will turn out being good, man. Good luck. Code with AI is saying the following: does review my code have to be Laravel, or it can be anything? That's actually a good thing we can try. Typically, I have reviewed PHP and Laravel applications, but give me the link to your project and I will review it on stream. Even if it is JavaScript, Go, or Rust, I will do my best to give you an accurate review. Devsbuddy is saying the following: as in progress right now, I will share the link on Discord. Yeah, do that. Agent is saying the following: can you tell how much AI costs during the stream? Oh, can you elaborate? Oh, costs during the stream? I don't think I can tell you that, no. FaceNam is saying the following: I want to send you my PHP project that I built with several APIs. I want you to review it. Do I send it to Discord? Yeah, send it to Discord. Although, keep in mind that I will review the code live on stream. Okay? Meaning that people will be able to see your code. Just be mindful about that. Okay? By the way, chat, if you just arrived, go all the way down and subscribe my channel. It's a very important thing to do. Okay? And if you just arrived as well, my name is Nuno Maduro, PHP and Laravel developer. I love what I do. Currently working on a new feature for pplup, which is a website I'm working on and hopefully to deliver soon. Code with But AI is saying the following: I have made a project with Tari and Rust to allow people to spin up local Minecraft servers. Yeah, send me that. I will see what I can do. FaceName is saying the following: I have no problem, but at the moment is not up and running on Railway, so you may have to adapt it locally. So you just have to send me the GitHub link, you know, and I will review the link online. So I don't know if you guys have seen my previous sessions on reviewing code, but really just send me the link and that's it. All right, chat. Chat, I think I'm going to finish this at home or after, because I'm at home at the moment. But count on this feature today. So today, within an hour or two, I will tweet about opening the waiting list on pplup, okay? And once that is done, the link will basically take you to a place where you can put your email, and it will be on this page right here, okay? And you guys can be, can join the early access. In the early access will be the first joining, will be the first experiment the platform, meaning that the very first person introducing their emails will be the very first one trying the platform, and so on, okay? Hey, YouTube chat, did you already have a like? Exactly. Diabel coming to the YouTube. Diabel is saying, should I start stream? Yes, you should. Any early access peaks? What do you mean? Oh, perks? The platform is free, meaning that there is no credit card, no bullshit, just data. Like, the platform will be free. It's very likely to stay free forever, at least the set of features that you guys are going to use. And eventually, if I end up building something that requires, credit card, will be for features that will be enterprise only. But for regular human beings, it will be free. You love it? Thank you, thank you. All right, chat. I think that's it for today. I'm going to rate someone and let you know on Twitter. By the way, if you don't follow me on Twitter, here we go. You should, Here we go, here we go, here we go. I'm going to send you the link. And today on my Twitter, I'm going to tweet the announcement of this new platform, okay? Thank you so much for coming today. Let's rate someone on Twitch as usual. And we'll be back next Wednesday for some code reviews, okay? So next Wednesday, within 2 days, I'm going to review your code. Don't forget to post the links on my Discord channel. Okay, chat? Do you have anyone doing Laravel and PHP? Let's see. I can help you out, Diabel. Let me know. you just post on my Discord channel. Link is below. Okay? Don't forget to put a like on the live stream before leaving, okay? Let me see if we have someone on Twitch doing PHP, and we do not. How about Laravel? Probably not as well. We do. Oh, we do not. Never mind. How about JavaScript? I assume there is like a few. Let's rate Code with Coffee, which apparently is doing Tailwind CSS and Next.js. Okay. Chat, I love you all. Catch you guys next Wednesday. And peace out. Boo!